Hi, I'm Lori and I'm one of TerraCycle's design junkies. I am a product designer here at TerraCycle and I take trash and create new products. So today we are going to make a pair of earrings from Garnier tubes. Now you can make these in any type of, any shape, any type of tube. We're actually going to make ones that are similar to these today with a circle cut out. But you can do anything. You can add beads, you can add your own style to them. We're just going to start with a basic earring made from these tubes. The materials that you need are right here. You will need earring wires to create your earrings, which you can get from any local craft store. Jump rings. You need a very small hole punch. This is a really tiny little hole punch, but you could probably do the same thing just by using a large needle and poking a hole through it. You'll need a pair of needle nose pliers. You'll need scissors. I tend to use the larger scissors to cut the tube, the larger part of the tube, and I use the smaller ones to do more detailed cutting. You'll need a marker or pen of some type to mark your patterns. And for this, I'm using these two objects to trace the bottom of these to create the circles for the earrings. Now you can use any shape. You can find something else to trace or even create your own pattern to come up with different styles and different ways of doing it. To start, I'm going to take one of my tubes and cut the top of this open. In order to clean the inside of it, you'll take this and wash it, but it's easier to finish cleaning it after you've cut the whole tube apart. So then I will cut across the bottom of the tube and then cut up the back of the tube. And then it's easier to get inside to wash the rest of the tube. Now, in order to make this a little bit easier to work with because it curls up so much, I tend to take it and roll it backwards, going the opposite way. You can even heat this with an iron, but you have to make sure that you use fabric or something over top so that you don't melt the tube. But that also helps to keep it flattened out somewhat. So next you'll take your cut-out tube that's been washed and cleaned and trace your objects onto it. Now, it's better to trace from the back if you can so that you don't see the markings when you go to cut it, although in most cases, when you're working with tubes, it washes away. It's pretty easy to wipe the marker back off afterwards. And I'll trace my shapes. And I'll trace my smaller circle. And you can choose any part of the tube that you like, that you want to show, choosing the colors that you like. Next, I'll cut those out. So I have two of my pieces cut out and ready to do, and I'll take my small hole punch and punch a hole towards the top of the tube. Now I will take jump rings. I'll dump a few out so they're easy to reach. And I take my needle nose pliers, open your jump ring up a little bit, and loop first through your larger one, and then through the smaller jump ring. And then I attach this to one of my earring wires. And close it back up. And then take your pliers and squeeze the jump ring closed. You've made yourself a fabulous new pair of cosmetic tube earrings. Tune in again for more design tips and DIY projects from the TerraCycle Design Junkies.